Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're going to go over the next clan in the From Peasants to Palaces Deluxe Edition. Before we begin, we're going to play some of my YouTube music in the background. So let's get that started. And now let's begin. Today's clan is the Dancing Ivory Dragon clan. All clan traits. +2 strength, +2 constitution, +2 dexterity. Creature type human, size medium or small, your choice. Movement types, walking 30 feet, running 60 feet, climbing 15 feet, swimming 15 feet, burrowing 30 feet. Special senses, magical darkness sight 60 feet, tremor seeing 60 feet. Base attack modifier +3, base saves against danger, +3 fortitude, +3 reflex, +3 will. Dancing Ivory Dragon clan skills. They begin with a number of skill points equal to 5 times 8 plus their highest ability modifier, and their skills are acrobatics, athletics, mana recovery, perception, performance, and stealth. Dancing Ivory Dragon clan feats. A Dancing Ivory Dragon clan member begins with 2 trained features in addition to the trained feature gained at first level. Dancing Ivory Dragon clan ability, Bone Manipulation. Every member born into the Dancing Ivory Dragon clan gains the ability to manipulate their own bone structure in any way for the cost of 5 mana points. They instantly heal and replace any bones that may break or be pulled out from their body, shot from their body, etc. They can shoot bone projectiles, create bone armor, etc. when using this ability to manipulate their bone structure to create weapons. All bone weapons have the light and swiftness properties, and they deal double the amount of damage than the weapon that they are imitating. Any creature whose health points are dropped to 0 from being hit by their bones, bone abilities, bone spells, etc., disintegrate and turn to ash. Additionally, this ability allows the user to create anything out of bone. The only limitation to this ability are what the user's imagination can create, how many mana points they have to spend, and what the game organizer will allow, and what mana point cost. If the user does create something with the use of this ability, then whatever was created should follow the mana cost of the spells granted by this clan. Dancing Ivory Dragon clan spells. Spell number 1. The first dance, Bone Blade Step. Cost 2 combat points and 15 plus mana points. Range 5 feet. You create a bone weapon in your hand made from the bones in your arm. Then you make 2 melee attacks, dealing double the weapon's damage plus your highest ability modifier, magical, piercing, slashing, or any combination of the 2 damage types until the start of your next turn. If you are within 5 feet of your target, then you gain a +2 to your ADR, which is your armor damage reduction, or just your armor, and saves against danger. The target of this spell is the target of this spell. If the target of the spell is disintegrated from you, you can still make 1 free attack that does not consume a combat point. The amount of attacks made by this spell can be increased for 7 additional mana points per 1 additional attack. Spell number 2, the second dance, Ultimate Ivory Armor. Cost 10 mana points. Range self. And no combat points required. You extract bones to generate, or yeah, to a greater degree, allowing them to stick out in various protrusions, creating a makeshift lethal but projective armor. You gain a number of temporary health points equal to 10 plus your total character level plus your constitution score plus your highest ability modifier. If a creature hits you with an attack while within 10 feet of you, and while you have these temporary health points, that creature takes magical damage equal to half the damage that was dealt to your bone armor. This armor crumbles when the temporary health points you gained from this spell are gone. While wearing this armor, your base ADR armor becomes 20 plus your highest ability modifier. In addition, your ADR becomes added to your deflection bonus and vice versa. Spell number 3, the third dance, 5-finger bone bullets. Cost 1 combat point and 10 plus mana points, range 60 feet. You outstretch a free hand and fire off bones in your fingertips like bullets with enough force to tear through armor and flesh like paper, making up to 5 ranged attacks for each bone bullet against a creature you can see within range. The target creature takes 2 plus your highest ability modifier magical piercing damage per bone bullet. For every 10 additional mana points spent beyond the initial 10, you can shoot 5 additional bone bullets. The fourth spell, the fourth dance, 10-finger bone bullets. Cost 1 combat point and 15 mana points, range 60 feet. Collapsing your hands together and pointing your fingers in any direction of your choice, you fire the bones from your fingertips all at once with enough of a combination force to rip through even magical shielding. Your bone bullets fire in a straight line 5 feet wide and 60 feet long. Creatures in this path of this spell must succeed a reflex save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 10 plus your highest ability modifier magical piercing damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 20 plus your highest ability modifier magical piercing damage, and they suffer from the bleeding condition until they can take either a successful short or long rest. Spell number 5, the fifth dance, spinning retaliation. Cost 5 mana points, range 60 feet. Effect, no combat points required. You sharpen and extract your bones through both of your palms and your elbows, creating 4 sharpened blade-like weapons, 2 from each of your arms for the cost of 5 mana. Upon each hit by a melee attack, you spin gracefully, retaliating against your attacker, making 1 melee attack, dealing 5 plus your highest ability modifier magical slashing damage. The sixth spell, the sixth dance, Berserking Lance. Cost 1 combat point and 20 mana points, range self. You tear out your spine while also changing its structure by adding spikes to it. You can use this weapon like a whip that you treat like a bone weapon. It counts as a heavy weapon, but it does not need to be held in 2 hands. It deals 10 plus your highest ability modifier magical, slashing, piercing, or both types of damage, and it has a reach of 15 feet. If you score a critical hit with this weapon, you deal triple damage. Creatures grappled or tripped by this weapon become paralyzed for 1 in-game minute. The 7th spell, the 7th dance. Oh, that's the one I just read, sorry. The 8th spell is multi-bone clone. And that is 1 combat point, 20 plus mana points per clone range self. And for the cost of 1 combat point, I think I skipped once. No, I didn't. Okay. For the cost of 1 combat point and 20 mana points, you create up to an unlimited number of bone clones. Each clone created in this way counts as a different casting of this spell, but still only requires the initial 1 combat point. Each clone has a number of health points equal to 10, plus your total character level, plus your highest ability score, and the mana points spent creating it. This applies to things that would reduce the mana cost. The clones can take actions as normal. You control them telepathically, no combat points required, and they act on your turn or on their own turn. Your choice. For each upon it or its or their creation, they last until they are reduced to 0 health points. They expend all of their reserved mana points. You dismiss them, no combat points required, or you fall unconscious. If a clone still has any type of mana points when it dissipates, you regain any remaining mana points from the clone. Bone clones have no range limit as how far away they can be. Bone clones share your features, abilities, spells, etc., and are in every way identical to you. Any effect affecting you when the clone is created carries over to the clone. A clone carries a copy of all of your equipment. However, it does not carry the magical effects, abilities, etc. of that equipment over from it, besides any base damage or ADR bonuses. A clone plus 5 fire sword is just a plus 5 sword in the hands of a clone. While the clone is summoned, you are aware of its current activities, such as sleeping, eating, running, fighting, etc. When a clone dissipates, the main body will retrieve any knowledge, experience, and memories the clone had acquired as if it experienced it itself. These bone clones can collect double the amount of nature mana points than normal. Spell number 9, the 9th dance, Forest of Bones. Cost 3 combat points and 30 plus mana points. Range 300-foot sphere. And it is, you create 100 bone trees by focusing and empowering your bones before sending them through the ground, expanding them and having them rise like a forest for close to each other than normal and unnatural looking. All creatures except for you that are within this spell's range must make a reflex save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 25 plus your highest ability modifier, magical, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, or all damage types mixed together, your choice. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 50 plus your highest ability modifier, either magical, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, or all types together, rearrange, mixed however you want. The bone forest remains until destroyed. Upon casting this spell, you may spend an additional 5 mana points per one additional bone you wish to create. The bone trees are 10 to 30 feet tall, your choice upon casting this spell. While the forest remains, all creatures except you that are within the forest have their movement speeds to reduced by half for 1 combat point. You can fuse into and teleport freely throughout the bone forest. Fusing into a bone grants you the benefits of full cover. Each bone tree has 100 plus your total character level plus your highest ability score health points, and an ADR of 30 plus your highest ability score. If a bone tree takes damage while you are inside it, you take any remaining damage that the bone tree could not. And the last spell for this clan is the 10th Dance, Dancing Ivory Dragon. The spell that the clan is named after. Cost 3 combat points and 50 mana points, range 60 feet. For the cost of 3 combat points, 50 mana points, you create a huge bone dragon created from your own spine. The dragon has a 200 plus your total character level plus your highest ability score health points. If destroyed, you can pay 25 mana points to reform it with 100 plus your total character level plus your highest ability modifier or your highest ability score health points. Whenever you are in an area of effect, attack, ability, spell, etc., you can move the dragon in the way to be targeted instead. The dragon acts on your turn and you can command it with no combat points required. If you do not command it, it will not act in any way other than to defend you. It has the following statistics and the same ability scores and saves against danger as you. Speed 30 feet, walking 60 feet, flying. Multi-attack. It can make 1 bite attack, 1 grapple attack, 1 breath attack, and 2 claw attacks. Bite. 12 plus your highest ability score magical piercing damage. Claw. 6 plus your highest ability score magical slashing damage. Grapple. The target makes a number of melee attacks against a number of targets that are all within a range of 30 feet from the dragon and each other. The targets then become grappled. For the cost of 3 combat points, a target that is grappled by this attack can make a fortitude save against danger check equal to your highest spell save against danger. Breaking free on a successful save against danger, remaining grappled, and taking 5 plus your highest ability score magical damage on a failed save against danger. Breath weapon. Each creature except for you in a 30-foot cone must make a reflex save against danger equal to your highest spell save against danger. On a successful save, it takes 10 plus your highest ability score magical bludgeoning damage, plus 10 plus your highest ability score magical slashing, plus 10 plus your highest ability score magical bludgeoning, plus 20 plus your highest ability score magical slashing, plus 20 plus your highest ability score magical piercing. And then self-destruct. I lost my spot for a second. The bone dragon can be self-destructed or can be sacrificed, ramming itself into a target at high speed. Ability score or at high speed, making a ranged attack. The target is pushed back up to 60 feet and takes 50 plus your highest ability score magical damage. Once this feature is used, the dragon is destroyed, exploding in all directions. Every creature except for you that is within 30 feet of this explosion automatically takes 25 plus your highest ability modifier magical damage. Thank you all. I hope you have enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and join us for more next time. And next clan is the Faceless Clan. And remember, there are multiple different rule sets to play the game, including dice rolling conversion charts, so that if you don't want to use flat numbers, there are charts to convert all the flat numbers into what dice you need to roll. Thank you all again, and I'll see you next time.